Alright guys, welcome back to part 4 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, so just give you a bit of an update. I don't know if I explained this yesterday, but I am feeling a little bit ill. I'm been like coughing and my chest hurts, so it's not ideal. My voice isn't the best. I hope I've been powering through the best I can for you guys and you've been enjoying it regardless. So we are on our third poem now at this point. The first one I just did a basic poem of using simple words like clouds and stuff like that, and they said it was basic, and I agree. I went a little bit deeper and darker with the likes of war and infernal and stuff like that, and Yuri seems to take to it specifically. I wasn't really writing the poems for any of them. I knew Yuri might like it specifically, but I'm just trying out different styles at this point. I think they kind of want you to to pick various poems that kind of navigate towards the girl and their style specifically, but they're saying to express different things and themes, so maybe you end up just appealing to every girl. I don't know. I'm a little bit too unsure about what to go with my third poem. So we've got intellectual, we've got games, sadness. We can go dark, or I don't know. I kind of want to go. We can go nature. I'm not too sure how I want to do this. So see, massacres there, but that's down the dark route, and I think that's a little bit too similar to what we just recently did. So I'm not even too sure. You can't really go back. Well, I just want to turn the page and see what the next set of words are, just to string them along. So yeah, I would go sadness and cry, or something like that. Really bleak is how I would describe it. But then I kind of want to do something a bit more light-hearted than that before we go into those depths, assuming I get to do another poem. Let's start off with waterfall. It's gonna be a bit basic, I feel. Could be even a backward step, I would say. I don't know. I feel like it is. I don't know. I'm not too sure. So it's basically sad, or it's nature shit. Let's go sad, because at least that's a little bit more interesting, and then waterfall and whatever comes after that is just, you know, if we get to do another poem. So let's go. Cry's a bit strong, but we can go sadness. Oh god. Despise. Empty. Okay, yeah, this is the depressing route. Let's go that. Disaster could be in there. Let's go disaster. Yeah, we're going dark here. Agonizing. Alone, a powerful word. Anxiety. Ooh. Well, we are gonna go. We're gonna see. Alone is strong. Anxiety is unique for that, and then you've got the whole. I don't want to say the word because I think they're gonna demonetize me just for that. But we're gonna go kind of strong here. Right, so tragedy, and then broken seems like a good one, or unstable. Let's go broken because it's stronger. Maybe vivid, or no, spinning. That could be, or eternity. That could be insightful for that. Spinning out of control, eternity of like darkness forever kind of thing. Let's go eternity. Disarray. It's got to be disarray. Frightening. Convert essence pure. It's got to be frightening. I mean, this could be like a horror element of it as well, but let's go frightening. Judgment, people judging people. Trapped in a cage, who knows? Broken heart. I mean, I'm just throwing words together because they don't actually show you what you're actually writing. So we're just picking like whatever, you know, you've seen it before. Words together, theme. So, let's go. I'm thinking judgment or cage. Let's go cage. Defeat, atone, skipping, determination, milk, hopeless. Let's go hopeless. Grief, that'd be good. All dark. Let's go. Oh man, it's kind of annoying. Let's go grief because I think dark's a bit too simplistic. Grief is more specific to loss, so scars will be interesting as well. It's gotta be scars, right? Aura. Alright, we're on the last few here. I'm not too sure. Daydream, maybe? Let's go daydream. Alright, last two. Uncontrollable, unending, incapable. Let's go that. And then the final one. Hurt. Yeah, okay, so hurt would be more in that kind of ideology. It's a dark one, this one. Not a very good theme for me. I don't like it, but we're going with it because it's different and that's what we're trying to do, experiment. We'll see who likes it though. I'm thinking Yuri might like it. But I don't know. Ah man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Aha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and then picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out in the festival too. That's right, we've got a festival as well. I can't wait for the festival. Okay, Natsuki. It's going to be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No one was really hyped for it because we had to do reading out stuff now and stuff like that. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day off school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. I won't lie, that does sound appealing. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Yeah, she does. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Oh god. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. It is, and it seems a little bit overly complicated for a school event, but whatever. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Huh? Monika. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? They get all flustered. I expect Yuri gets in a little bit more panicky. And Sayori is like, no, like enthusiastically, you know what I mean? Like proper counter. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in a corner of a room looking down at nothing. What? She's sitting at a desk in the corner of a room looking down at nothing? Is she tired or is she depressed? I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. Well, she's worrying about me all the time, so... I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. It's a put on, obviously. Something is bugging her. I wonder what it is. Is it about yesterday where I said I would walk home with Yuri? Is that upsetting her? Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. No, I will let it distract me, Sayori, because it's an issue for me if you're upset about something. Well, alright. If you say so. God damn it, why am I getting so invested? Okay. I worried the glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. Yeah, keep an eye on her at this point. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Perry, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Well, we are a best friend kind of thing, so we would notice if there's something a little bit off with them. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Doesn't seem like typical Sayori behaviour to me. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Perry. Yes, good point. Well, she hasn't come to me because maybe the issue is about me and what I said. At the same time, girl talk and all that kind of stuff, you would have thought she might have opened up to one of the other girls. Who knows? You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this, that is true. From what I've seen of her from day one. Yeah. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Good point. Don't say I said anything, just simply, you know, it's what I would say. Just, you know, just see what's up. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Yeah, so she might, you know. I agree with that. It could be about me. So just, in any way, it's a different thing. You talk about different things with different individuals. You know what I mean? You're not going to talk about period cramps with me, are you? Whatever. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Perry. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. I suspect she feels a bit downcast because I said I would spend time with the other girls, and she's kind of introduced me to other women who are, in her mind, or might pique my interest. You know what I mean? And she doesn't like to share. I know one or two people like that, but okay. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Perry. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? No, I haven't actually. It could be a thing, yes. Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? Ah, so in girl terms, it's like she likes you and you make her happy, but she doesn't know how to come out of it romantically. But now she's kind of like, I'm talking about other girls or two other girls. She's downtrodden about it. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to jump to conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to Sayori, where she's sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here, but that makes sense. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up at my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologise. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there's certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping them to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. I kind of don't want to speak about this with everyone in the class because everyone will know, and then it's like, come on, it's her business, you know. Just let the head girl know, and then kind of just like, you know, wait on her reply. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Oh, it's not that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to just be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Perry, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. Yeah, that's a good point. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Yeah, I agree, there is. Ah, you think that there might be something more behind it after all? I think Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going on in the inside her head. Yeah, that's true. That's a thing. I did say the other day about... I was speaking to somebody I was talking about another person, and I was saying they're very happy on stream, but then there's an underlying current of something bad happening in the background. So people who are always like that, you've got to be kind of wary of, because they could hide it in plain sight. They may be the happiest person in the world. The next day you find out they're no longer with us. You know what I mean? It's a thing. So I was speaking about that in real life before I even picked up this game. So yeah. And she may not know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too. Ah, so she noticed too. Women's intuition and all the rest of it. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Ooh. So I'm saying, yeah, she's good friends, she's good friends, she's good friends. But she might be like, I want to be more than friends and can't say it. And if I keep saying it, I'm telling everybody else that, reaffirming. So I'm looking like I'm available. And yes, I'm interested in Yuri. Yuri might be interested in me. At the same time, this is a complicated battle here, what's going on. At the end of the day, you've got to be truthful to yourself either way. You're going to hurt somebody either way. Oh, I like you, I don't like you. And someone's going to get heartbroken one way or the other, assuming they're interested in me, and that is what we're talking about. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Okay, that's a bit dark and deep. Okay, what are you searching for? My God. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. Yeah, maybe they can come to the surface. So, for example, she's my friend, but then all of a sudden she gets a boyfriend. I might be upset, depressed, and angry about that. Like, she's my Sayori, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? That can bubble up as one way of looking at it. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. Okay, cool, we're going to read. Again, this is another interaction we're having with Yuri, and Sayori will see this, making her more pissed off, assuming that's the whole issue in itself. In the meantime, while Yuri's getting tea, I'm going to take a sip of my drink. There's a lot of reading going on. Due to the fact that I'm ill, I get dry very fast right now, which sucks. God, what a pain. Okay. If there's one thing that can make reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. I'm a coffee man myself, but go on. For yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way over to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher, and it also fetches an electric kettle. The water doesn't spill on her. She gets a wet t-shirt or something, and then I try to wipe her down, and then Sayori sees it. It's gonna be chaos. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Oh god, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, might I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? The bathroom to make out? Nowhere, what's wrong with you? We are just... Yuri and was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. Just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Oh, for God's sake. That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Damn! Yuri's getting bitchy. She's like, look, we're doing our thing. She likes spending time with me. We're walking together. Like a couple. Yuri's not the type of personality to come out and say that to Monika, if anyone. Maybe to Satsuki, the little chick who's into manga, but To Monica? Damn. Because Monica's polite. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Perry in that club activities? Yeah, even she's shocked. My mouth gapes. Yeah, I'm shocked at that. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Perry. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Yeah, there is something going on here, boy. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. Well, her reaction was sharp, and that's what she was thinking. That's why she likes to think before she speaks. Because she's not that kind of person, but it pissed her off to the point where it pushed her. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, yeah, I suppose it rubbed her the wrong way. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Perry, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? It wasn't bad, it was just simply a what's the problem? Who cares? He's coming with me. Because nothing that you do is really is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Yeah, she's not very forefront with telling people. So what's normal to some people, including myself, will not be normal to her. You know what I mean? So it's not something she would usually come out to. That's why Monica was shocked. You know what I mean? It's like if you're, I don't know, it's random and probably out of context, but I'll just throw it out there. It's like if you're bullied and you're always used to being bullied, and then one day you throw a punch in the guy's face and he broke his nose, everyone is shocked. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. So it's like, you know, not something you'd normally do. Anybody else, they try that on anyone else, like in your school or wherever it may be, and then they're like, oh, you're trying to pick on me? And then they just smack them straight away, day one. There is no a year of bullying until you snap. It's just simply, I'm going to have a fight with you. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. So, again, that's where Yuri's coming from, like not used to snapping. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. That's everyone does. You over-exaggerate, if you overthink sometimes. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? No, it's just exaggerating the situation. That's all you're doing. I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say. There's that word friend. Ooh. Friend, you say. So, wording is very important. And you will notice this in some elements of relationships, whether it be friendships. If you're a guy, you want something more of a girl, she uses the word friend, and this I suppose it goes the same way here as well. Yuri pinpointed the word friend, so yeah, let's see how this plays out. This is going to be very interesting. Yuri lifts her head. Perry, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing the best to help Yuri feel better. So if we put them in that friend, there's going to be a point where they say, you know what, okay, he sees me as a friend and only as a friend, and then they don't see you as a love interest. So it's kind of, the wording is, they're not letting you pick the wording here, they're kind of putting it out there. So yeah, this is going to be interesting because I'm Sayori's friend and she's upset that I walk with Yuri. I've classed Yuri as a friend because I'm being polite. But again, where does it ever end with the friend thing? It's kind of irritable to... I think if you have to clarify, because if you don't, then it's going to be kind of awkward. You can become friends and then lovers or whatever later on, but it's kind of very hard to do that, or it's just irritable to do that. It can either A, happen naturally, or B, you just make it plain and simple, like, no, I want to date you or something. Come out early and say it. Don't fuck around with the whole waiting in for friendship shit. And if they do friend zone you, male or female, walk away. and then go find someone else because they're just going to treat you that way forever. Hell no, don't do that. That's my advice. And I know we're 3 or 4 hours into this game, but this, and I'm only speculating here because nothing's being said, but I'm looking at the overview of how it's being played out, and I'm like, this is, I think, how it's going to go. We'll see what happens next. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Perry, do you like oolong tea? Not really. Ah, yeah. Damn it, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert in tea or anything. Haha. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. Ah, a little bit of her personality coming out there. Maybe she feels a little bit more comfortable around me, or she's in a good mood. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, I see. So I'm bringing out the best out in them when they're all happy around me. Yeah. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Perry. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I think it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Because I seem to be kind and nice to everyone. And I think it lures people in. But ultimately, if you don't make your intentions clear, by making them happy, it's kind of a little bit... How should I put it? I had something in my head. Maybe I'm talking too much. But it's like... They're all happy around me at this point. Thus far. Or at least Yuri is, and Sayori. So, we'll see how this plays out. Like I said, Perry, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. Really? I'd fucking kill my back. Whatever. I can read with my back against the wall. Okay, rather than bending over my desk. Oh, God. Ah, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Yeah, I had back pain as well. My lower back, it's quite bad. It stopped being bad when I lifted weights. I did deadlifts. Do about 20 deadlifts a day for a week, and your back will be fine, your lower back. In actual fact, it will solve a lot of your back issues. It will make it stronger, because the muscle around the lower back, or whatever muscle you're working, will grow and get stronger, thicker, and you won't have that back problem. Do deadlifts, Yuri. That's my advice. About 10 kg. Could be 20, but 10 should be good enough. I wonder why that is. It's most likely because okay. Why is she stumbling now? She has an issue she don't want me to know about? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. Yeah, she's just going with it. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I'm a little curious why she would have bad posture, specifically, in something that she does. Other than sitting, or reading, or always at a computer screen, I can't really think too much, but we'll let it play out. I have some chocolates as well. Sayori's going to see all of this and going to be pissy. Because right now it's just me and Yuri. It's not Sasuke sitting down with us. It's not Monika sitting down. It's not, hey Sayori, come over here. It's me, a cup of tea, a book, with Yuri and some chocolates. Why haven't I offered Sayori chocolates? You know what I mean? It's getting worse. It's looking worse and worse. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides, as if in sync. We assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh boy. I can't see too well. Would you like to borrow my glasses? Let me put them on for you. It's getting more and more cozy. Monika and Satsuki and Sayori are watching the shit out of this, surely. Yuri slides until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with a hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. That's a good point. You're right. I didn't even think of that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, and as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, just like that. Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me. She needs to confirm what just happened. Perry, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. I'm feeding her chocolates now. This is madness. Okay, now it's simple stuff, I get it. But like the way it's kind of progressed is mad. God damn. Again, everyone must be watching this. Because it's like a sight to behold. Like, god damn. Like, what's happening here? That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, sure, Yuri. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. Oh, God. I see. The situation's got really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. I feed her the chocolate. She closes her lips. Her soft lips wrap around my fingers, sucking the chocolate off my fingers. And then I put them in my mouth, and then I look up only to see Sayori looking at me with a baseball bat to kill me. That's where this is going. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be something like that. Like, God. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Damn, man, we're locked eyes here. Jesus Christ. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Jesus, we're in a club room here, not her bedroom. What's going on? I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolates and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yeah, let's snap the fuck out of it. Ah, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Is that what we're doing today? Jesus Christ. Monika, Perry, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Oh, I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hesitantly lean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling it's something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Man, that was tense, wasn't it? Okay, so who shall I share my poem to first? Okay, so before we have any interactions, I want to leave Sayori till last because I kind of leave the most interesting person I feel at the end at this point. Because I wonder if Sayori saw any of that go down. She wants to have a chat. I don't know. So let's go with... Okay, so what did I do? I did a sad poem this time. A depressing one. So we've went with cutesy. We went with war. Or that was my mentality. And then we've gone with a depressing, sad one this time. So let's see what Monika thinks. Hi Perry. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? I didn't even think of that. Shit. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I have to give it some more thought. Yeah, okay, I will give it some more thought, and I'll have to come up with something a bit unique. I don't know where I'm going with the next poem. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it turns out great. It would also make me happy to see. Aha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. Oh, well, she liked it. It's very dark, I assume. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. I see. So the words are used to describe as imagery rather than just words. Or to use the imagery so dark or something. I don't know. It's because it's not actually giving us a full poem of what we've written here. But okay. It's better, she's saying. Just wondering, but what have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I see. I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. Oh, okay. Is that what you're going for, huh? Okay. That's the best way to describe it. I might go romantic this time around then. That'd be kind of cool. Or trying that out, because we haven't tried that style out yet. That's the best way to describe it. I would hardly call what I did romantic. It was dark, depression, sadness. That isn't romantic to me. That's fucking very dark. You know what I mean? Depressing. Alright. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on in her head. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in her head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Well, she's worried she'd be judged all the time. But still defending her like that. Okay, so she's noticed I'm defending her, huh? You must be pretty into her. Oh, I see. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. What? Wait, really? Really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Oh, fair enough. Monika kind of whispers that last part to me. Oh, I see, yeah. So she's mocking it. Okay, I get it. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? I was defending her again. I mean, I do like Yuri. I suppose I've gotten closer to her than any of the others, other than Sayori. So, you know, the other one, the manga chick, the little chick, is like very hostile and aggressive. But she wants to engage more, and I'm willing to. But she's kind of aggressive is fine, but she's also very negative aggressive. It's like, oh, that was crap, oh, I'm the best. You know what I mean? Like, just constantly, like, and it seems hostile towards guys. At least that's my opinion of her right now. I can't stand people like that. Like, it's just annoying because it's mixed messages to me, and I don't like that. But anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. All right. All right. Let's see what she wrote. The lady who knows everything. Damn. Okay. To most women, that will be most of them. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer. She's a 10, right? Okay. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, lost adrift of the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Oh, this is a long one. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the winds cease to blow. I fall. And I fall and I fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But damn, this is a long one, isn't it? Expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. Hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Jesus Christ! Wow. Okay. I was mocking it at first, but this is kind of a long one. So, a lady who wanders earth, she knows everything, all meaning and purpose, and that was ever sought. Here I am. Okay, so a feather. She's a feather. She's lost adrift in the sky, in the wind. She's searching for legends. There's little hope that they exist. But when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend's all that remains. So that's all she's got, like the hope of a legend there. It's a small one. A small hope. Until one day, the wind stops and she falls. Okay. And then the woman catches her. And tells her, there is no meaning, there is no purpose. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. So I'm kind of weirded with that one, because she's searching for something, but there's somebody who I suppose you could say is like a god, or she's a god, whatever, and she's like, nothing really matters. There is no meaning to any of it. The legend does not exist. So she's kind of told her the reality of it. That's kind of a bleak poem, isn't it? It's like basically, I could say you're searching for something. The woman is a representation of God. And she's like, nothing means anything, man. We're just here. And your legend don't exist. Goodbye. It's kind of depressing, really, in many ways. I mean, that's the way I'm interpreting it. Who knows? It could probably have a completely different meaning, and I'm missing it, and all the rest of it. You may have a different opinion in your mind. I don't know, but and we only seek the impossible. Oh yeah, and seek the impossible. Well, I don't know. It's a pretty depressing one. I feel different. I don't know how to feel about that, other than to think that it's kind of like, you're searching and there's nothing. Someone confirms that there's nothing out there. That's kind of sucky. Alright, whatever. I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Yeah, we're all looking for something, aren't we? Yeah, the meaning of life or whatever, or the things that drive us forward. Not to get too oh God, I'm sorry guys, I'm reading so much. Philosophical or anything. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see, okay, so that was what. So it wasn't really a style or whatever, it was more or less what was on her mind. Okay, I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose meaning? That's a good point. If she knows all the answers to everything, and she's like, well, what we living for? You know what I mean? What would be the point? It would all be meaningless, you know? If everything you did was successful and worked, and you knew it was going to work, what would be the point of any of it? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I suppose if you succeed in something where others have failed, it gives it meaning. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would start to lose meaning. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, but anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Alright, here we go. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you are afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. See, that poem was depressing to me. It wasn't bad, it was just not that. It was just a bit downish, and I wanted to know the reason behind it. You know what I mean? That's what I was more interested in. So, yeah. Hold on, guys. Give me one. I have to have another sip of my drink. Man. This cough is pretty bad. Or just playing up. It's annoying. It's almost like having your own your little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I listen to? Okay, so Yuri and Sayori is going to be the next most interesting. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Yuri, then Natsuki, then Sayori. Alright, here we go. Perry, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has nothing... What? Has been nothing short of spectacular. Damn, she's like high on the, like, praise. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever... Sorry guys. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Without the 3 poems, I went dark that she's into. I went war, which was a bit depressing, but that's kind of probably in her line as well. But I was going from a different ideology, but it kind of coincides. So 2 out of 3 has. So the first one they said was amateurish, and the last 2 has been on her par, her wavelength. Okay, is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. Oh, she's nervous to share it with me. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. And there's a lot of people like that, good at doing certain things, and they don't share it. Again, I said this the other day, you've got to put your work out there. People will judge it, love it, hate it, criticise it, but ultimately you'll find people that love it as well. And the ones that love it will stick around. The ones that hate it will just move on, in theory. Or hit the block button, whatever. Okay. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Perry, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. She has no friends, right? That was the theory, right? Or apparently. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. You read to combat the loneliness, I suspect. Sorry guys, my nose is playing up. I can't even breathe for it. So yeah, I bet that's what she does, so she don't get lonely, so she reads. But books are also full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make really good friends. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. I see. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. Oh, and judge her, basically, what she was saying. They don't make fun of me, of my body type, Jesus. And who's going to make, no offense, but who's going to make fun of your body type? You're tall, and you got a rack, apparently. So, whatever. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. Well, she's intelligent, and she's quiet, that's what it is. She's very introverted, I suppose. Well, she is. But yeah. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Perry. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. So, basically she has general knowledge and interesting stories and theories and talk about philosophy to a point, but at the same time, she has no social cues. You know what I mean? She don't know how to approach people, make friends easy. So there's a lot of basics of what she should know, or people should know, but she doesn't. And that's just the way it is. I think I'm like that to a point. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to make myself happy. Jesus. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. Okay. It's just my presence being there. It's like, that's what it is. Well, we've engaged and we've made an effort with her. And that's why she's so acceptable. Like, oh, you know, look how easy this is. I can do it with him. I can share this, that and the other with him. I like who this person is. See what I mean? So they can... But a lot of people get on with one-on-one. Can do it one-on-one. But it's group situations and big friend groups they're not into. Like going to a party would be very intimidating to them. You know what I mean? But one-on-one, they're perfectly fine. You ask questions, they open up a little bit, you know? And here we are. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know it's difficult. I know I'm a difficult person, Perry. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare to feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends, aren't we now? aren't we? Now, aren't we? Sorry. Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. What? Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Alright, here we go. Oh, beach. I wonder if her poems changed based on our friendship and they're more light-hearted. Hold on. So, beach. A what? A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb... What? The womb of Earth chronically meets the surface. The womb of Earth meets the surface under a clean blue sky. An expressive bliss. But beneath away rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest would get lost in, okay, is one where everything can be found. Okay. Oh man, it's another long one. Not too long, but okay. One can build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at you the foundations until you give in? Okay. All of a sudden the waves send you crashing down at the brink of an eye. Either way, the outcome is the same. Yes, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam warps around my ankles, where toes squish the sand, the salty air, something emphatic or whatever. Therapeutic, sorry. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the intimate boundary line by the foamy whatever, turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. Ah, man, that was a complicated one to read. It's the handwriting that sucks. It's just annoying to read for me. So, basically, she's talking about being at the beach, people building sandcastles, and the water gently licking away at the sandcastle, and they eventually come down and crash. At the end, yet we still build sandcastles. Well, it's something to do, isn't it, I suppose? Falls from my ankles. Therapeutic. The breeze is getting more... It's a gentle breeze, but it gets more powerful. I abandon my peace and erode at the shore. I like it. It's nice. It's not depressing. It's like an acknowledgement of, like, people build sandcastles. Like, maybe it's referring to relationships. Everything comes down. I don't know. She abandons her peace. So in that moment, she's at peace when doing it, and then she abandons it and goes back to the shore, as it were. It's an okay poem. I don't mind it. I would like to know deeper meaning behind it. Like I said, I'm only giving a blasé what I think it means, but whatever. Sorry guys, my nose. It's light-hearted compared to what she's wrote before. You know what? My nose is absolutely killing me. I don't want to be sniffing all night into the mic. So irritable. Hold on. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. Okay. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. That's interesting. So she'd be more interesting to speak to. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. Yeah, that's true. She likes simple things. But I wonder, I bet hers is basically the same thing to a point, but simplified. You know, sun beaming down on the sand, you know, something, you know, really basic stuff. But that's fine, and she just gives you... But the beach is shit! We're destroying it anyway at the end. That's going to be quite funny. Okay, so it's not a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. Yeah, I think she's trying to compete and wants to be the best. She's competitive that way. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. So I picked a simple topic, and she's got like a whirlwind of complicated words to use, where the other girl goes simple but more impactful. So that's going to be interesting. They're kind of competing with each other, which I kind of like, between the two styles. And I know Natsuki's going to want to show off and be like, aha, mine's better. It can be refreshing, you know. Fair enough. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, rather than do dark stuff, do light-hearted stuff. You know, if you're not... Though the dark element of it is good, or that's your style, try... You know, surely you don't feel that way every day, so do something more light-hearted. Or to challenge yourself, pick a different topic that you're like, who the hell's going to write a poem about the beach or something, you know what I mean? Like, just do some kind of, you know, or love, or whatever it may be, you know what I mean? Just to break away from the dark, eerie stuff she normally writes about, like stuff. That could be more challenging for her. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Who should I... Alright, so I want to definitely go with Natsuki, because I want to compare the two. Oh man, this is a serious step backwards. This is seriously a step backwards. Huh? I liked your last two way better than this one. What did I even write again? Oh, I went depressing, didn't I? That's right. I liked your last two way better than this one. Okay, so the first one was cutesy, the second one was war, this one was just depressing. Okay. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things, as long as you're just trying to impress Yuri, or something like that. So she doesn't like Yuri's style. Okay. Gross. Natsuki, so funny. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Yeah, it's a good point. Put it on her that way. Isn't that more of a compliment? No, gross. It's not like that. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up... Wait, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Oh, gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, I see, she elbowed me. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Ha ha ha, yeah. Taking one in the stomach. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth with Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing happened. Alright. I'll be your beach. What? Okay. Your mind is so full of trouble and fear that diminishes your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be that beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that they dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought it had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That was very simply written, but there were parts of it were just simply brilliant. I love the handwriting, it's very simple, I can bloody read it. That was really, really good. I wish it would have somewhat ended a little bit better. Like with something like, you know, I don't know, but it like, because there's moments I thought it would have been really cool to have ended it there. And Let Me See You Shine would have been okay. Lips to Mine was fantastic. The rest of it didn't need to be, you could have cut out that last bit, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. That was really good, a solid poem. I like that one, and it was good. It was well written, thought out. I love the name of the title, I'll Be Your Beach. It was romantic kind of style. It wasn't depressing. I'm going to go this one was romantic, where the other girl was like about sandcastles and then falling down, and her rushing back to the shore to get peace kind of thing. I don't know. Or like her piece was broken and she ran back or whatever. I like this one better. That was really good. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Yeah, I agree with that. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez, you better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Oh. So now she's saying that it was her idea. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that for once in a while. At the very least, it was practical. It was good practice. I liked hers the most, actually. Alright, now this is going to be interesting. Is Sayori's poem going to be about us? Or something like that? Or her window into her psyche? She's been sad all day, apparently. So, this is your best one so far. Wow, okay. Alright, what was this one again? This is depressing. Oh, so she's really into depressing stuff right now. Or then again, maybe she's just being nice because she's liked all of ours. It's really, really nice, Perry. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey Perry, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing a poem like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, what? Oh, is she? Wait, I was reading it too fast. Is she referring like I'm only writing a certain way to be closer to Yuri and not anyone else? Is that what you're saying for my work? Of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Yuri. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one Sorry, you're the only exciting thing in my life. Jesus. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Perry, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. What? What the fuck's easier? I don't understand. Sayori, I glanced around the room, make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Perry. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. Ha 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 ha. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? Jesus. That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom humming to herself. What the fuck is going on with this girl? Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Sorry, guys. Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Huh? Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood. A little, doesn't she? A little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She was actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That's that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I told you and everything is fine. What did she say? Yeah, we never found out that. What the hell's going on? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oh, she didn't like that. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, can I even tell now? Even I can tell now, sorry. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ah, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About what? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help to. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Perry, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. I see. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my clubhouse members? Ooh, how on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Okay. That's a good point. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Perry may not like to be around if you only make him make him out to be a nuisance. That is a good point, and I know Yuri wants to spend time with me. That's what it is. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Perry to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle it for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Perry who decide who he's like to contribute to. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, god damn. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Perry, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looked straight at me. Of course, I'm going to go with... I feel like Sayori needs me. I really want to go with Sayori. But I feel like I should spend time with the others as well. I'm going to leave Yuri out because I think that we're engaged with her enough. I feel bad about Sayori. I really do. I don't know what's going on with her. She said to Monica it was fine. I think my instinct says Sayori. I just feel that way. It would make her happy. But at the same time, for like context of like, you know, getting to know the other girls, I think that's also important. So, man, this sucks. I think Monica, it's got to be... Natsuki's going to be interesting and annoying, but Monica will be interesting as well. I feel like a dick if I don't pick Sayori, but I feel like I'm forced to do that, and I don't want to be forced to do that. That's going to irritate me to do that, because I feel that's a safe bet of you should do this. You know what I mean? So, I want to go Monica. It's so hard. Just to get to know the other students or other kids, whatever. Let's go Monica, fuck it. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yeah, you picked me. Hold on a second. Yeah. Monica, you're the only one... You're the one that needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already mostly suitable for one person, but you've already have Sayori as well. That's a good point. But Perry, somebody, yeah. That doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah, but I forgot about that. Sayori is working with Monika, so I should have picked Natsuki. Okay. But now they're accusing her of having ulterior motives, but yeah, it's kind of she's swinging it back on them. Well, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of a club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So you're gonna do the right thing, President? Here we go. Okay. I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Perry to help one of you two. So I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Perry? Okay. Let's go Nazuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just a minute ago, you were saying that... That's because... Yeah, she's defensive, but she really wants me to join her. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's bad. I feel bad for Yuri now, but well, I'm trying to get someone to know some of the members, so... That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad, yeah. So that's everything, right? Anyway, anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Perry? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. She's upset I didn't spend time with her. I think the relationship could work with Yuri, but I'm just experimenting with the other characters. It's both spacing out. Natsuki starts pouting too. Why are you pouting? I'm spending time with you, Natsuki. Jesus. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Huh? I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and you're going to help make the event a lot of fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'd be really important for the way that people will feel during the performance. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns to face the other direction. God. You didn't really mean that, did you? Yuri says. No, not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, would be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori would always help everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. She's not dumb, we just had a lack of... What can we do? She's baking cakes, she's doing the flyers and stuff, and printing out stuff. You know what I mean? So, she's got to just make some random decorations. Whatever. I'm going to do my best. And all of us going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Oh shit. She wants us to spend time with each other, I suppose. Well, we still need to figure out our plans for the weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realised that you don't even have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Oh, that would piss off Sayori. You better not make it weird or anything. What? Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. Ooh, she's coming over to my house. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since you're the one, I'm the one helping you, I was going to go to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have guys over in my house. That's a good point. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict, if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? At this point, I would like to remind everybody that all these girls are over the age of 18 or 18 and over, so I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, so Sayori's going to see this. She's going to be pissy. I'm really going to show you why I love bacon so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. What? Like enjoy baking with me, being nice to me, putting off a tough front. I was looking forward to this. Oh really? Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. So the chances I have to make something happen between us? What? So this is the chance I have to... Okay. So the mentality of my character or whatever is to make a romantic thing happen. You know what? Which is kind of the whole point of the game, I suppose. But I wasn't playing it that way. I was just being blasé. I could have just went with Yuri and just made something happen there. Let's be honest. But whatever. Let's see what happens. Or is it too early for that? I think it would be too early for that in theory. But it would also be because she's very defensive. And we haven't warmed up to her. I think we would have made better progress with the other girl. But whatever. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious that Natsuki is upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act differently when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it's turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality. Oh, a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like that we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to just put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Ooh. I decided to visit Sayori when it came over. I kind of want to save it at this point. I won't even lie. I feel like we're in the middle of something, so I kind of don't want to leave it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been going on a long time, so I kind of feel I've already mucked up the playthrough in my mind, because now what's happening now is they kind of want you to pick a girl and then build that relationship with that particular character. That was Yuri. Through my writing and spending time with her, that would have been the next step, and then having that little interaction with her at the clubhouse kind of thing, literature club, and we could have went from there. Now what I've done is I've had that interaction, built something with her, with the writing and whatever else, and then I've actually spent time with this chick, and I'm like, should I make a move on her? And it's like, well, wait, what's happening here? Because you kind of progress with one, and you're going to start something with someone else, or whatever. So I think I've fumbled that. I probably should have spent time with Yuri in this particular playthrough. I think if you have to play this multiple times, we should have we should have done that, and I've probably fumbled it a little bit there. I could probably focus on Yuri next time, and then just leave whatever happens to those characters happens. I don't know, and then have to replay the game at some point later on, and go over a different character. You know what I mean? So. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of doing multiple playthroughs. It is what it is. My mouth is dry as hell, man. Especially with this illness, and I'm constantly reading. So my apologies if you fail to understand anything that I was saying at some points in the game. The reading thing with the poems is just difficult for me if the handwriting is shit, or I'm not shit, but I can't read it, so I'm like struggling to read it. Like, what the hell? Other than that, for the most part, I'm fine. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave it here. I'll see you in the next bit. We're going to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over, and we'll see what engagement we have with her. Still worried about her, obviously. Maybe we could have taken her emotions into consideration and spent time with her specifically to cheer her up. I don't know. I just made a judgment call, and I feel like at the end, like right now, I feel like I've made the wrong decision. I should have went with Yuri just to build that relationship and try and have her, because we've kind of like, with 2 poems, impressed overall, so she would have been my target girl at this point. And instead, what I think is going to happen is we're going to fumble it a little bit, where we've kind of just put our cards all over the place. Instead of focusing on one person, we're flirting with multiple girls, and that's kind of going to peter out, and it's not really going to go anywhere. I think that's kind of my mistake. But I kind of didn't like the idea of going after one particular character specifically for the reason of, we want to be with her. I didn't want to play the game that way. To target. I just wanted to be free flowing, see where it went, and like I said, trying to get to know the other characters in Natsuki. I feel like I kind of fumbled it. I should have just went with Yuri. Now I'm looking at it as an overall point. I'm trying to make the playthrough interesting, but at the same time, if you've got to replay it, I could have went with Yuri this time and then had to play the game again, and then with Natsuki all the time. You see what I mean? And targeted, and may have got a different outcome. So I'm a little bit annoyed at myself for doing that, but there you go. I've made a mistake here. Well, we'll soon see what happens. It might all pan out. I might just decide to focus on Yuri from here on out. I don't know. And we'll see what happens with the baking, and we'll see what Sayori says about the whole situation as well. Whether we'll get to find out what she's really feeling, I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's going to happen in the next video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.